Let's drive that pot up and see how much we can give away here tonight. Again, a reminder, World of Outlaws late models next Thursday night right here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Don't miss the fastest full-bodied stock cars on dirt as they take on the huge 4/10 of a mile oval here next Thursday. That is July 11th at 7:30 right here at Red River Co-op Speedway. It's going to be a great, great night for racing with the World of Outlaws late models. All right, rolling through the pit area now and on to the back straightaway. It is our street stock division, and here's how they line up. Starting on the pole in heat number 1, the 88 out of Winkler is Cody Wall. Outside, the 86, sponsored by Murray, this is Rob Weens. Inside row 2, the 81 is Jordan Duray. And on the outside of row 2, in the 4th starting position, the 007 is James Slobodian. Inside row 3, the 70 is Jesse Tunis. Outside, the 7L is Northern Lightning Sprint Association points champion Roland Bernard. Inside row 4 in the 2T is Pete Dominic. The Grand Prix Amusements 39 in the 8th starting position is Sean Tunis. And Kelly Collett in the 2 rents. Well, your leader right now, this is Jordan Duray. He's from the Minnesota area. He traveled up with Stefan Snare in the late model division. He is looking good so far in the Todd's Electric number 81. Slobodian now carefully sliding under Cody Wall and makes that pass. Slobodian in the NC Machine Madman Industries 007. Pete Dominic doing a nice job. Pete started 7th and is now 4th. Well, the Montana's 2 rent off the pace as your leader, the 81, Jordan Duray, goes on by down the back chute. Cars quite spread out on the racetrack. Look at the lead being built up by Jordan Duray, a straightaway here. There's not too many slouches in the Red River Co-op Speedway street stock division, and wow, this Duray guy in another dimension. The Todd's Electric 81, wow, just flying down the racetrack. Good racing now for 3rd and 4th. The Odyssey Homes 2 in a great battle with Slobodian as they almost get together in turn 1 and 2. The 88 of Wall slides off the racetrack, and that opens the door. But your leader with about a half a lap on everybody now. The John's Bar and Grill 81. Best race in the place for 2nd and 3rd. Slobodian battling with the 2T. Sean Tunis, well, he started way back in 8th and is now 4th. So the Grand Prix Amusements 39 out of West St. Paul. Pretty strong here in heat number 1. Slobodian and Dominic continue to battle for 2nd and 3rd. White flag is out, of course. Your leader already in turn number 4. And the John's Bar and Grill 81, Jordan Duray, with the big win here in heat number 1. Here's the race for 2nd and 3rd now, coming out of turn number 4. It's a great battle, but it's going to go to the Odyssey Homes 2T. Pete Dominic unofficially in the 2nd spot. All right, where's Carolyn? She out there? Carolyn wanted to give away some old Dutch chips, I heard. All right, of course, the street stock's heading over to the scale now. That is our pizza scale. And don't forget, speaking of food, we've got some great stuff right here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Do check it out at the concession stands. Street stock, 3,200 pounds. Where are you? Somebody... There she is. Who wants some free Old Dutch chips? Let's make some noise. Who wants some free stuff? Free Old Dutch chips. Wow. Somebody will get it, don't worry. All right, so looking now for street stock heat number 2. And they will be pulling onto the racetrack now, starting on the pole, the 11JR. Sponsored by Shooters, this is Shane Holden. On the outside, the 53B is Bill Maruka. Inside row 2 out of Winkler. Driving the Janssen number 24 is James Wall. Outside, the Elbar Erector 08 is Barry Hicks. Inside row 3 out of West St. Paul, the 51 is Mark Tunis. Outside, the 31, Rob Campbell. Inside row 4, in the Sun Valley RV Ignite 107.55 is Andy Martins. And in the 3 for rent, Dion Delorme. Green flag is out. Bill Maruka doing a good job on the 11JR of Shane Holden. He was last week's feature winner here, the 11 car was. And is now out to the lead, but Bill Maruka in the 53B not giving up. Here comes the 08 as well. Barry Hicks looking good as he tries to go inside of the 11JR. Look at the battle between the 53 and the 55. That's a great race. James Wall in the Janssen 24 out of Winkler looking to close the gap. Look at Bill Maruka in the 53. Great move, threading the needle on the front straightaway. Now Andy Martins comes to the party and passes the 53. That's great racing for second, third, and fourth. It's Hicks in second, Martins third, Maruka fourth. Shane Holden in the 11JR just lapped a 23.8 seconds. 23.8 seconds last lap for the 11JR. The 3 for rent, well, we're measuring his lap times on a calendar. Here comes your leaders. Well, Shane Holden leading yet another street stock race here tonight. Andy Martins in the second spot. Hicks is third. Appears to be having a bit of handling problems right now. Maruka fourth in the 53. Two laps showing on the Pepsi board. This time around, it'll be one for your leader. Now, Andy Martins appears to be closing the gap here on the 11JR. Andy Martins in the Sun Valley RV, number 55, getting stronger and stronger, but does he have enough for the 11JR? Checkered flag is out. The Shadow Auto and Fleet Repair 11JR takes the win. Second spot to the 55 of Martins. Third, the Elbar Erector 08 of Barry Hicks. Bill Maruka coming across the finish line in fourth, a little sideways. There is the corners quickly. Grand Prix Amusements 51 of Tunis. Well, the Winnipeg Sun is first in local news, sports, and entertainment. Start your day with the Winnipeg Sun. Pick up your copy and be the first to know. Proud sponsor of Red River Co-op Speedway.